So a week ago, I was outside prepping a trail around my property for doing some walking in the wintertime. Sometimes our sidewalks and our streets here can get so icy and slippery that it's really difficult to walk. So I decided to make a trail within my own property. So the next day after that, I tested positive for COVID and everything just went downhill from there. Today is my sixth day of being positive. It's starting to lighten up a little bit. I'm still coughing. Fever's gone. I'm still extremely wiped out. But yesterday, in whatever kind of madness hits a person, I don't know, I decided, why don't I clean and purge and do some really much needed work in the studio? What the heck was I thinking? So this bookcase here used to face this way, and then there was another tall bookcase, that one that's on its side down there that way. And I decided to open this up. This area at the beginning here, I have my piano and my desk area and my chair and the lamp. And, you know, this sort of was a sitting area here and my desk area. And then past that, past this area right here, was all studio. Now, that is the south end, and this sitting area was the north end. And it's always rather dark, and that is really bright. So I decided I'm going to open this up now. I'm going to let this light shine all the way through. And I'm going to get rid of that one big bookcase. Well, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to take it down to the family room in the basement. But what I am going to get rid of is this horrible, out of control collection of craft books. Everywhere I look, those binders are all full. These binders are all full. I've already emptied several binders, and this is all going into recycle. This is just all this is, and most of what's in the other binders as well, is long before YouTube and Pinterest and even PDF. You know, when you were on the internet and if you found a pattern, you printed it because it disappeared. Nothing stayed that long. I'm talking a long time, maybe 20 years ago. So I had binders, about 30 of them, full of patterns that were appealing to me or that I thought that I would do, and I had them in the binders. And some of them I have done, most of them I have not done. And now as I'm going through these binders, I'm thinking, oh, I could get that on Pinterest. I can get that here if I wanted it. Why am I taking up all the space and all this paper? Look at this. What a waste, you know, really? So I'm going through my binders. If there is an odd thing that I know I'm going to keep or do, I will keep it and I'll put it in a binder. But I'm hoping to reduce the 30 binders down to maybe 2 and get rid of all the stuff that I don't need. And then there's books, magazines. I have magic crochet magazines. I have Christmas crochet. I have different pattern books. And then I have crochet magazines. And this is all crochet stuff here. I don't do a whole lot of crochet anymore. So again, these kind of pattern books, I'm never going to make that again. I know I'm not. I'm putting these all aside, and I'm going to go through them. I'm just piling all the ones I know for a fact that I'm not going to use. For instance, Santa's Workshop. I made this once. It's really cute, but I'm not going to make it again. And it's got all kinds of stuff in it. It's cute stuff. and the Snowfolk one. I bought these. These are, one is an Annie's Addict, and I don't know where the other one's from. Needlecraft Shop. I might redo my Etsy shop and sell these online. I'm not going to sell them for a lot. I just want to get enough basically for my postage, and I will sell them. And there's a lot of those kind of things. And then over here, this is, I have Santa Claus magazines. I don't know if you know about them, but they were fantastic magazines. They were Better Homes and Garden special interest publication. And for every Christmas, this Santa Claus magazine would come out. And it's all about Santa Clauses. There's stories, and there's antique stuff, there's patterns, there's all kinds of things. I have maybe 20 years of those. I have Christmas cross-stitch books. A lot of this is cross-stitch here. So I'm going to go through these. I might hang on to the Santa ones for a while. I don't know. Or I might sell them too. So I got a big job ahead of me. Ouch. Caught my toe on that one. There's all these patterns too in here. So some of the stuff, I'm going to definitely move along, and some of it I will keep, but I've got a nice chore. And this is something that I can do, sit here in my chair, go through these books one at a time, like this book here. This is a vintage crochet book. I don't know. Would anybody really want that? These hangers are cute. I think that's probably why I kept it to begin with. Look at the elephant one. So I'll have to go through them and see. And I'll show them to you later. And if anybody wants one, I'll send them to you. If you pay the postage, I'll send them to you. So that's way down the line. Right now, I just have to decide what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. And then I can start on the other task that I have, and I'll show you that one really quickly. And this is something that has needed to be done for a long, long time. All these containers here, they are full of beads, miniatures, things that I used to do eggs with, beading. Some of that stuff is for doll restoration. I mean, I used to do so much, and I don't do beading anymore. I don't do eggery anymore. I used to make crochet ornaments. I don't do that anymore. I don't do doll restoration. And those are all vintage, old vintage curlers. I'm going to come around and show you that. So I have so many things to go through. And I'm going to package things up. Look at, when was the last time you saw these? Or these. And I've been using these over the years to perm dolls' hair. These are perfect for perming China Cathy's hair and stuff like that, because I used to restore dolls. And on that note, I have a huge doll collection that I also have to start thinking about getting rid of. I'm not getting rid of every doll I have, but I have way too many. Here's some more of these things. All great stuff that I used to use, but I haven't opened these little containers in eons. So everything's going to be opened, everything's going to be looked at and gone through, and I'm going to organize myself, and hopefully I can feel better about this mess that has been kind of playing on my mind for some time. The other thing is, I'm doing a mitered blanket. That's fine. I have no problems. But I have a huge, I actually have two huge totes of little balls of acrylic yarn. I'm not going to make that many afghans anymore. And I have actually another tote of squares already crocheted, knit, all kinds of different things. So I'm going to package them all up and take them down to our local recycle thing. And I know somebody in the community will pick them up, finish them up, and put them towards shelters. And that's what I'm going to do with that. This one, I'll finish it. It's acrylic. I don't want to keep it. I'll finish it and give it to my son. He can use it for one of his cats. They love them. So, yeah, lots of things for me to do. But these are kind of projects that nobody comes up here but me. Nobody has to see this mess but me. So I can work away at this in my own time. And if, if it bothers anybody, it's only going to bother me. Those things all have to go through. That's more of beads and all that kind of stuff. And I have 4 more towers like that. So I have a lot of work to do. And this is something that should have been done a long time ago. So I'm going to take you with me on this little purging journey. This is just the introduction. But you'll see a lot more of this in the days to come. What a mess. Oh my gosh, what a mess. And then I was thinking last night when I was sitting here, kind of, dreaming about what all the space would be. I'm going to take all those pictures down there, and I'm going to put them in albums, and I'm going to start rearranging things a little bit so my son can take over the picture idea. And then I think I might just give this whole studio a big paint job. It needs it. I painted it when we first moved here 7 years ago, and I think I might just want to brighten it up. I'm not going pink, but I might go cream. I think that would be really brightening, because this is a north window, the other side is south, and those are the only 2 windows I have up here. So more light is sort of what I'm looking for now. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this horrible view of my mess. Wish me luck. I'm hoping that in a day or 2 I'm going to feel much, much brighter than I have been feeling. But this is a nice project for how I'm feeling right now. So take care, everyone. Wear your masks. COVID is on the rise, especially here in Canada. People are getting it husband and I have had our 4 vaccinations. We were due for our 5th one in December. And we quit wearing our masks, and this is what happened. So anyway, talk to you later. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Well, I've made a little bit of progress today. As you can see, I took all the family pictures off the wall, gave it a good clean. Good thing I took them down. Some of them, when I touched them, they just actually, the frames just fell apart. They've been up there for 7 years without being touched. So I'm glad I took them down, because they would have started to fall down and break. I'm going to put them in a box right now, and then I'm going to start going through them and seeing what I can salvage as far as frames, and the photos I'm going to put in albums for our son. So I've moved my piano over here. This is where I had my chair in this corner here. I don't have it there anymore. This table and lamp right here is going to be going in that corner, and that chair I'll move there. And I moved that chest of, well, there's material in 2 drawers and yarn in 2 drawers. That was in that corner, so I moved it over there. And my desk is still a mess, but look at the floor. Look at that. I have dealt with a lot of piles of magazines and books. And so far, that pile in there is all that I'm getting rid of. I'm not saying, oh, I put that wrong. That's the pile of the stuff that I am getting rid of. I have already gotten rid of, paper-wise, printed copies of things from the internet. I have gotten rid of 2 bags already, which equals, I think, 6 binders. And this is what I'm keeping. Nothing is organized, but this is my small bookcase, and this was chock full, and I had a large bookcase that was also full. So I've, I think I'm depleting it down to one bookcase. When I finish all this, hopefully, I will have gotten rid of a complete bookcase of stuff, which, oh, it just makes me feel so good. So, as you can see by the window there, it's getting dusk out there. It's almost supper time, and I'm tired. I maybe overdid it a little bit, but I'm feeling accomplished, and I'm feeling like I'm going to enjoy this decluttered space a whole lot more now than, not that I didn't enjoy it before, but always on the back of my mind was the fact that I, at some point, have to deal with some of my stash of stuff. So I'm happy with today's, I'm rocking. I just got to stop that. I'm happy with today's journey, and I will continue this again tomorrow. I just wanted to show you how far I got. Thanks for watching.